Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's the pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
The Knights have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield. It's Burton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
The Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Cincinnati, 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Quickly out to the tight end. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Caldwell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He'll try the left side. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. They've got the screen set up. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Montgomery. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On the run, it's Nixon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Knights will have it first and 10. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. That time he took a big shot off of the RPO.
And when you run these run-pass options, you want to take a little bit of time to stick it in that running back's belly, read the defense, get him to suck up, and I'm trying to make those big plays down the field. So I like the aggressive attack off the RPO.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burke. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Knights are flying down the field. Jackson will throw. He's got him.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Hughes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Now on first down from the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Burke. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
Number 5.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the ground, it's Walker. Got enough for the first down. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Cincinnati, 0.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The give to the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Got it behind the line. It's Burke.
The pass on first down. Caught by the receiver. Pickup of 5. Second down coming up.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Kick.
The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Burke. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Jackson gonna throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Hughes. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, but especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Jackson will throw. With the catch, it's Hughes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, really nice job by this offense. Look at the play action. Really sell the fake. You watch people, they scramble up, they go up to play the run. Nice job, quarterback, putting his foot in the ground, completing the pass, and getting the first down on 3rd down.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, UCF! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Number 22.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
21, Cincinnati, 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Get the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Makes the catch. It's Caldwell. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Safe completion on the screen. Nice move there.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Royer. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bearcats!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.